Okay, this one's going to be a short one. Hold on, let me get my Bible. This was just 2 chapters. This is day, hold on, 16. This is day 16. It's Genesis chapter 46 and 47. Not much here. Now they're going back to calling Jacob Israel. Jacob is told by his sons that, in the last chapters, I guess, or maybe they skipped that. Oh yeah, it was in the last chapter. The sons told Jacob that their father that Joseph was still alive, and told him all about him being I don't even know if they even gave him a title in the Bible. But anyways, the disperser of stuff in Egypt. And Jacob says, well, I don't know. So he goes out, makes a sacrifice to God, and God says, don't be afraid to go to Egypt. And I'll make sure that you're buried here after you die. Back here after you die. And so they go, and Jacob / Israel went with all his kids, grandkids, his sons' wives, yeah, and their sex slaves. And it goes through, who's whose son. I didn't really focus on that. I hadn't yet. I got up right away, started reading my Bible. I wasn't on with it because I was still drinking my cup of coffee. And I'll be honest with you, with all the contradictions I see here in the lineage, I'm kind of over that. And that's really all this is. Joe tells, like father like son, tells his siblings to lie, saying that they were shepherds back in Egypt, which, okay, this is a contradiction here. Originally, Pharaoh told Joe when he found out that his brothers had come to visit to get food from him. Originally, what was it? Chapter 2 previous, Pharaoh says, "Oh, tell them to come and bring their, don't worry about, all their personal items. Just bring their livestock, bring, the siblings, wives, kids, grandkids, and we'll set them up a place." Now, Joe is in this story. He's telling his brothers to lie and say that they were, what is it? I think it said they were shepherds. Let's see, we've been long keeper of livestock, and they have brought with them their flock and herds. And basically saying, well, we're shepherds, but where we live, there's the drought going on, so our livestock have nothing to eat. So this contradicts, like, Pharaoh was all for Joseph's relatives coming and living in Egypt, and you could have the prime pick of the land and all that was what was already said. So why would Joe be having his siblings lying about what they do for a living? So I don't know. So anyways, that's what they do, and Pharaoh again says, pick out where you want to live, and tells Joe, make sure they don't be hungry and such. And I think that's about it. Eventually, it says Jacob lived in Egypt for 17 years. And he lived a total of 147 years. And then he died, and he said, but before he died, he made Joe promise that he'd send his, Jake's body back to the burial grounds of where he used to live. And that's it. Very short one. I don't know if I told you last time. Trump has been impeached for the second time. It does seem like they're going to proceed with criminal charges against him. They've arrested, I believe they said, over 300 people for that riot at the Capitol in Washington. And there were a lot of people there that you would think would not do something like that, from police officers, from firefighters or current firefighters, an Olympic athlete. Let's see, the man dressed up like, a lot of people said he would look like Chewbacca. I think he was just stone cold crazy. He didn't look normal anyways, but they're going to continue with charges, and we'll see. We'll see how Trump. I think I'm just going to add my own 2 cents in here, since I'm talking about the Bible. Religion and politics. Why not talk about both of them when you shouldn't be talking about either of them? I think Trump is very dangerous. He's dangerous to everybody except the rich white man. He's dangerous to women. He's sexually assaulted them. He's a rapist. Repeat rapist. He's redlined a lot of people of color out of housing. His apartments, he's redlined them out of there. And he shows no remorse. And he's a sociopath. He's beyond narcissist. I know he's a sociopath. You don't need a degree to figure out that man's a sociopath. You don't need a degree in anything. So, I do think that he should be put away from society. I'm not for revenge. I think it harms more than helps. But I do think that some people need to be temporarily put away from society and retrained, and given the resources to better themselves. But for sociopaths, criminal sociopaths like him, they're too dangerous to be walking among us, and they need to be put away for life, and not necessarily in a cage. I don't think a cage is humane, but some sort of small building where they can't affect many other people, and they can use their talents to be the best they can be in their little cubicle. Now, this is my, right here, there you go, you can see it. It's my store where I can my voodoo dolls and catnip toys. And I hope you have a good day. See you tomorrow.